Hello everybody, this is Richard Wyche again, the team leader of Team Global Impact with the amazing company called Wyche. And what I want to cover today is the front end pay option, I guess you can call it that, which is known as a binary. There's a right way to build a binary and there's a wrong way to build a binary. Most people build binaries incorrectly. Most people flip their legs. Most people, or some people, will tell you, I don't do binaries because either somebody gets left behind or it stalls or, just a number of reasons. But I'll be the first to tell you, with 30 years of experience, if you can't build a binary, how on earth are you going to build a 3 or 4 wide matrix or a company that only has a unilevel where you're heavily restricted because you don't have enough personals? Okay? In a binary, for the most part, you only ever need 2. In Wyche, it's going to increase to 8, but for the sake of this training, we're just going to say that we need 2. I'm going to tell you how to build it. I'm going to tell you what not to do so that you don't fall into a trap where you're building 2 legs. Okay? When you first come into Wyche, you're going to be put in what's called a binary. The picture on the screen is what a binary looks like. This is you, and you have an outside left, and you have an outside right. The number one thing that you need to do, and this is assuming that you're on the left side, so let's just say you're on the left. Your sponsor, his duty and your duty is to communicate and find out what side of the binary you're on. So if you're on the left, that means right above here is your sponsor or somebody else. And from you, from here, and then here, and then here, and here, all the way to the top, that is the left leg. That is a shared leg with you, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and anybody else above you in line. So we're going to assume that you're on the left. When you join Wyche, you're going to get 3 options in your back office. You're going to have the option to place all people on your left side, which is this. You're going to have an option to place everybody on your right side, which would be this leg. Or you have the option to place the people as they come in on the lesser of the 2. So automatically, without your involvement, the system, when somebody uses your link and enrolls into the company, the system is going to place them on the weaker of the 2 sides because that's the leg that you get paid on. So the system is going to try to help you. If you are coming into Wyche and you already know that you got 5 or more people or 4 or more people ready to come in from day 1, then you need to follow this specifically without question. I don't care who tells you to do anything otherwise. You follow this or you're going to kill your business. Okay? So we're going to assume that you already have 5 or more people. Okay, Monday comes around, November 21st. You're gonna place your initial people, and your sponsor says, "Hey, you're on the left-hand side, so this is going to be you." That means you share the left leg common with your sponsor and everybody else in that leg. So what you would do is you would put your very first person on your left side. You would put your second person on your right side. This second person should be the strongest person out of your 5 or 10 that you're bringing in because you want to get something developed down here. Okay? You want to put your second person here, then you want to put your third person here, and then your 4th person here, and then your 5th person here. Some people might tell you to go 1 here, then 1 here, and then 1 here, and then 1 here. That's not going to be good enough. You want this, what they call a power leg, to take on a life of its own. And if you're not feeding it, and if this person's not feeding it, and this person's not feeding it, it's going to die. What ends up happening is you put all of your business or all of your builders on this side, and you give very little care to this side, and what happens is this side, your right side, ends up with more points than this side is purchasing, and you flip your legs. This side now becomes your weaker leg. This right side becomes your stronger leg or your power leg, but you're going to get paid on the weaker leg. So you can actually build this leg with 10, 20, 30,000 points and only have 1,000 points on this leg because you didn't follow this plan. Then you're going to get paid on the lesser of the volume, and you're going to complain and cry, and no one's going to care because you were told how to do it right the first time. So you're going to put this, again, this is assuming that you're coming into the team and you got 5 or more or 4 or more. You're going to put your first one on your left, your second one on your right. That makes you binary qualified. That's why it's important to put your first 2 on there. Again, we want to feed this leg. We want this leg to take on a life of its own. Why? So that you don't ever have to worry about that leg again. Once you get that leg going, you're going to contribute just like this person. This person is the person that you sponsor. What do you think that person's going to do? This person is going to put one here, and then they're going to put one here, and then they're going to put one here, and then one here, and then one here. They're going to do the exact same thing that you did. What is this person going to do? This person's going to place 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. What is this person going to do? The same exact thing. And what's going to happen is this leg's going to take on a life of its own. You never have to worry about it again. You've contributed properly to the leg. You started off with 5. You put more than 2 on that leg. So then all you got to do is come over here and help whoever your best one was. Hey, who do you know? You're going to taproot. Let's say this is Mary. Mary, who do you know? I know Bob. So we're going to put Bob in. Bob is now the most important person on the team. You love Mary, but Mary's not important anymore. Bob is. Bob, who do you know? I know Tara. Okay? Tara, you're now the most important person on the team. This person is no longer important. Tara, who do you know? Well, I know this girl, Dawn. All right, Dawn, who do you know? I know this girl, Julie. Or I know this girl, Lisa. So what's happening is you're building a team in a straight line, and you're making money every single time something happens on this side because you've allowed this leg to build without you. You've given your contribution. Now your contributions are going to be on this leg. Hopefully, this left side of yours will take off to a point where it's doing, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of points, while you're trying to catch up to this side with your right leg. This is considered your pay leg. You hopefully never flip this. You always want to try to chase this. So when you cycle, this system is going to look, or the system is going to look on this side for 480 points. Every time it has a 480 point and you have 240 points on this side, you're going to cycle and you're going to make 25 bucks. Anything over the 480 over here and anything over the 240 on this side is going to get carried over to contribute to the next 480 points and to the next 240 points. So you want this to grow as fast as possible to as far as possible, but you have to contribute to it. If you do what most people do, let's say this is you're the first person, okay? You're here. You're going to put your first person here, and you're going to think, well, I'm going to put my grandmother here, or I'm going to put my mother because she says she just wants to help me. And then you put your next leader here, your next leader here, your next leader here, and your next leader here. Well, your mother's not going to build the business. You know that already. Your son or your daughter is not going to build the business. Your 85-year-old super duper grandmother that you love and adore, she may or may not build the business. So if you put that person here, he or she may not contribute the same way you contributed here. So when this leg starts developing, thousands and thousands and thousands of points, this leg stalls because you didn't put somebody here who's going to contribute to that leg. So let's say your mother wants to help you. She brings in her sister who really isn't going to do a lot. Then the same thing happens. This leg, you're going to continue to grow, but you're not contributing to this leg, so you end up flipping it. This leg now becomes your weak leg. This leg becomes your power leg, and you're getting paid on the 200 or 300 points that this leg developed because you didn't balance your legs correctly. So what I would recommend is if you're coming in with your 4 or 5 right off the bat, you want to do this exactly as I'm telling you to do it. Put one on your left, your second one on your right, your third one again on your left, your fourth one on your left, and your fifth one on your right. If you've got more than that from the first day, then you're going to reverse the process. You're going to start on the right side, and you're going to put 6 here, you're going to put 7 here, and now you're going to contribute 2 more people to your other leg, and then go back to your outside leg for your 10th person. So you can see you've got balance. You've got 5 on each side. All right? And this is vitally important. Again, do not be the person that's here that puts in one person here and then one person here who you know is never going to do nothing, and then stack your leg with all the leaders, because what's going to happen is you're going to flip your leg, and this is going to be now be considered your pay leg, or I'm sorry, yeah, your pay leg, and this is going to be your power leg. So we don't want to do that. The same applies if you're on the right side of the company. Okay, this is a picture of someone on the right. That means this leg is going like this, like this, like this, like this, and somebody way up there is you, your sponsor, or your sponsor, or somebody else. So down the road, you showed up. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because you want to build your common leg. You want that to turn into a power leg, so that every time you put somebody on here, you're banking, because this leg has taken off. It is building its own volume. It's way, way ahead of you. That's what you want. So that all you do is play catch up by this person getting one person, that person getting one person, that person getting one person, and so on. So you taproot. Now, you'll also notice that number 2 also gets a right leg, and this number 1 person also gets a left leg. This area inside this Christmas tree is called no man's land. When you place your personals, you never, ever, ever place a personal in this zone. You just don't do it. That is that person's inside leg. For example, number 2 would build a right side. That is that person's responsibility to build the right leg to get paid. The same thing with your first person. This is the common leg. That's the leg that you all share. Everybody in that leg gets the same amount of volume. So if 1,000 people show up underneath number 10 here, then everybody from 0 to 999 benefits on the 1,000th person. So this number 1 person is going to have to build their left side and work their way down in order to get paid. So again, you never want to place a personal here. When you place people on your team, you're either going to go outside left or outside right. Depending on where you're at under your sponsor, you're either going to be on the left side or the right side. Whatever side you're on, that's the side that you want to put your first personal. Now, what was I going to say here? Oh, okay. So let's say you're coming in on Monday and you really don't have a lot of people. You got 1, you got 2. You don't really know what to do with them. I said earlier in the beginning of the video that you're going to have 3 options. You're going to have a left side option, a right side option, or a lesser of the 2 options. You want to set up your back office as a default for the lesser of the 2. So as people start coming in, because you're just going to trickle people in, you're going to send out your link. You want the system to place that person on the side that benefits you the most. So that means when you sign up Little Johnny, and if you need Little Johnny over here, the system's automatically going to put Little Johnny here, because that's the weaker side of the 2. It's going to do it for you. So again, if you don't already have 5 or 10 people that you're going to place and set right from the get-go, just set your back office to the lesser leg, let the system do the work for you, and just get your link out, let the people fall where they may, and then focus on the unilevel. If you look in my videos under Network Marketing 101, the secret sauce, and how to build a unilevel, it'll explain to you what happens to these people that you personally sponsor in your unilevel, because that's where you want to put most of your focus. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. If it's not, just leave a comment or a question, and I'll do my best to get back to you. God bless, and I hope this helps out. Thank you.